So this team might struggle a little bit into fairy types, but today we're going to be running an all dragon team to see if dragon type is really the best in Legends ZA. So who we're going to be using on the team is Mega Garchomp with Dragon Claw, Dragon Rush, Earthquake, and Swords Dance. We're going to use Mega Salamence with Earthquake, Outrage, Dragon Claw, and Fly. And then we're going to use Mega Baxcalibur with Dragon Rush, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Swords Dance. 3 of the strongest dragon types in the game. Let's hop into some battles, see if dragon type is really the best. Dr. Pepper dreaming. Battle number 1 with all dragon team. Let's see if we can dodge all the fairies and ice types today, please. There's a Swampert. Okay, so we're not dodging no type of fairy or ice types. But let's go over to this Melmetal, see what we can get done here. He's going into Surfetched here. Pretty good target. We do get smacked. We follow that up, and we're actually going to pick up a knockout, but we're going to get knocked out in the process. So we got smacked by that Swampert eventually. You know, that was valid. Let's go into Salamence here. I think Salamence is a really underexplored Mega, and after trying it for the first time, I actually think this guy's pretty good. I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw onto him right now. See if we can pick that up. I'm going to pick this up. And then, oop, I meant to go for the Outrage. I went for the Earthquake, and then I get knocked out. Okay, so I'm just bad, guys. I'm just bad. Oh, and question of the day. What is your favorite type to use in Legends ZA, and what type do you think is the best? For me, I do think it's Dragon type. Now, doing an all Dragon type team has its downsides. Of course, running into water types and stuff like that. But I can quickly pick up this knockout with the Dragon Rush, follow it up with the Dragon Claw here, pick up 2 more knockouts, and just like that, guys, we are in the lead again. As I'm going to go into Baxcalibur, I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. Get my Mega Evolution off for when these guys come out of the womb. And then we got to watch out for double Iron Bash. But I can look for an Icicle Crash onto Garchomp. And we do hit it. We do get a knockout, but we get knocked out in the process. Just a little bit too much of an offensive barrage coming out for us. But I'll go back into Garchomp here. I'll pick up this attack booster, and then I will immediately go for a big Earthquake onto Melmetal. We'll pick up a knockout there. I'll go for a Dragon Rush on the Goldengo as he's low. But he actually got knocked out in the process. I will go for my Mega Evolution now on his Dragon Rush. And then I'll just Dragon Claw him with the attack booster. That should 100% get the knockout. It doesn't get the knockout. We got to watch out for Ice Punch. We can get a quick Dragon Rush off, pick up a knockout, and we're up 7-4 to 3-2 right now. Feeling good with the all Dragon team. I'm really comfortable with Garchomp, so I'm just going to keep spamming him here, as it's just so good. And then I do got to watch out for this guy. Okay, he's going to go for Dragon Rush. I do get the switch off in time. It was a perfectly timed switch. I will now go for an Icicle Crash. And I'm not going to get it off in time as the Garchomp does clap us from behind. But let's go back into Baxcalibur. I'm thinking Baxcalibur should be good here. It's actually not. It's probably the worst thing I could have went into. But I will go for a Fly. Actually, I'll go for an Earthquake. I don't know what Zoroark's type is, but I'm assuming an Earthquake's going to be pretty good here, as it is. Okay, so cool. Get some good damage off. Double Iron Bash comes out and absolutely claps us as we switch into Garchomp at probably the worst time that we could have, and then get smacked by an Ice Punch. So we are folding in this game, but with just 2 seconds left, we have officially won Game 1. Let's hop into Game 2. Hopping into game number 2 with these all dragon type teams. Now game 1 went very well for us, even though there was an abundance of some guys that were very annoying. I don't want to hit this guy a ton, but I think that a Dragon Rush into a Dragon... Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go for the Earthquake. We will pick up the knockout on OJ here. We do got to watch out for this big Swampert. Let's see if he took any damage, though. He did. We can go for a quick Dragon Rush on that. So he goes for his Ice Punch. We will pick up the knockout, but he does, unfortunately, hit us with the Ice Punch. A little bit tragic there. But let's follow it up by going into Salamence. I think Salamence is pretty good here. Now I'm going to try to sneak up in on this Baxcalibur and get a little Outrage off. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, he was like kind of like staying there, and I was not having it. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve now. Get me out of some trouble, and then I will immediately go for a Fly on this guy as we get up in the air, and then we can come back down and smack the Annihilate for a knockout. We do get knocked out in the process, but yet again, we have a lead, guys. So let's try to hold this as much as we can. I'm going to go into Bax here. It's got a good matchup into these guys. I'll go for an Icicle Crash as he does switch out into Baxcalibur. Little bit annoying, but I'm not very worried about it. I am going to go for a Dragon Rush here. I'm going to pick up a knockout, and then I'm going to go for an Earthquake. Pick up another knockout. And Baxcalibur is cooking. Do got to watch out for Zora Man here. And not really much I could do about that. I tried to run into the tree. I tried to do the little pro hack, but I wasn't able to get it off in time. Let's go into Garchomp here. We don't have an electric type to punish Gyarados, but I do think that Garchomp probably has enough damage if I can get a Swords Dance off, and then just go in for a big Earthquake here. So let's go for the big Earthquake. It's not quite going to do enough. I'm going to wait. He does switch out. Unfortunately, I'll go for a quick Dragon Rush on the Gyarados. I'm trying to learn that sometimes it's best not to waste a Mega Evolution when you have, you know, other options. So let's pick up another knockout on the Swampert. I actually did not expect that to knock out. But as he goes for the Mega Evolution here, I'm going to sneak up and go for an Earthquake. Maybe we tank the Moonblast. We don't, but we are winning, guys, yet again. So like I said, I really think that Dragon types are just the best. And honestly, if I'm using a team of all Dragon types, no coverage, and I'm getting this many wins, seems to be a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Mega Evolution off now. I probably should have just went straight in for a Dragon Rush, but I will now. Nice. We pick up a knockout as he goes for the Glaive Rush, but that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. I'm going to go for an Earthquake here, pick up another knockout, and then I'm going... Well, I was going to Mega Evolve, but then I realized I was already Mega Evolved, so we can't do that. But we're going to easily coast to a victory in this game. So it's looking like my theory was right. We'll see what happens in our last game of the day, but I'm just going to let him think he's going to get a nice punch off or something, and then we're going to finish up this game with a win. So let's hop into game 3. Third and final game. We're on a new map this time. Let's see if the same success we can get. I see a big boy Blastoise over there. I'm not really messing with that. There is a Virizion. I'm not too concerned about that. Is Hoopa's here. I'll get my little... Oh my gosh. I'm going to get a quick Dragon Rush. Okay. Yep. I'm not going to be able to get it off. That is okay. That's fine by me. I'll go for a Dragon Claw onto this guy. Okay. So, not going to plan so far. I don't know how to break this guy's Virizion. I guess we should have switched out into Salamence. Okay, so Virizion's cooking us right now. They're clapping our cheeks, but we have to lock in because it seems like this Virizion is really giving everybody the work, not just us or anything like that. So let's go for a fly onto Clefable. He's not focused on us. We'll come down, we'll hit our fly, and then he's going to want to go for a move on us, I'm assuming. Okay, I'm going to go for a fly now, but he's actually going for a Meteor Beam on somebody else. I'll go for a quick Earthquake onto the Clefable as we get knocked out by a simple Moonblast from a Clefable. Are you serious right now? Let's come back. Okay, let's go into Garchomp. Let's see if we can make it happen. Immediately going to go in for a Dragon Rush here. I do not care. He's going to switch out into his Dragonite, as I'm going to now Mega Evolve on his Dragon Rush. And then I'm going to go ahead and look for alternative options here. So I'm going to get my Swords Dance off into a Dragon Rush. We're going to knock out the Virizion. So huge dub there, but Blastoise does come from behind us and absolutely wreck our crap. So I'm going to actually go into Salamence here again. We had a pretty decent square off into... Actually, I'm going for a fly straight on Virizion. This is a grass fighting type, as he does switch out, recognizing that, yeah, he was cooked. I'll go ahead and Mega Evolve now, and then I'm going to go look for an Outrage onto the Dragonite. Hopefully we can get enough damage down. Oh, no! No! I locked onto the Clefable and not the other guy, because the other guy died. So I'm getting cooked in this game. So as you can see, sometimes you run into some matchups that maybe aren't so favorable. He's going to go ahead and go for a Tri-Attack on us. We know that Dragon Rush didn't quite knock out without the Mega Evolution, and it still doesn't knock out, as I do get an Earthquake off, but the guy that we wanted to hit doesn't get knocked out. I'm going to switch out into Baxcalibur here, and I'm going to go for a quick Dragon Rush. Okay, I will say, yeah, it looks like we're going to lose this game pretty hard. Just a couple big counters that kind of came our way during the course of this game. I'm I thought I was going to pick up a knockout with that, but we're not. Seems like Virizion was a little bit of a problem. Clefable was definitely a problem, and Blastoise was also a problem. So we're actually going to finish our last game in last place. So we went for two for 3. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the all dragon team. I still think dragon types are the best in this game. Hopefully everybody has a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.